Welcome to Foundation Focus. I'm Tom Jones, your host, and today we have a very special guest, someone who I feel is a friend and a terrific supporter of the foundation, Travis Leonard, president and owner of A&G Concrete Pools.
Pleasure.
Welcome.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. I consider you a friend as well, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. Glad to hear that. That's terrific. You know, I just want to mention to everyone that Travis has a terrific business in town, but when I first met him several years ago, and I just mentioned this to him earlier, that when I walked into his business, I realized there was something special there. His business, when you walk into it, is like an art gallery. And it just struck me how beautiful his product was and how the people, the team that you have really worked hard to bring that to the market. And I think that's been the essence of your company. And I just want to thank you for bringing that to the market.
I appreciate that.
But first, I'd like the audience to learn something about you personally.
Sure.
Okay, we can just chat. Now, you graduated from the school district, okay?
I did. So originally from New Jersey, so South Jersey. Moved down here just shy of my 10th birthday with my folks.
Okay.
That was a little eye-opening 38 years ago when we moved down here from New Jersey. Went to Windmill Point Elementary for 1 year before going to Northport Middle School. That's when middle school was 6th, 7th, and 8th, by the way. And then went to Fort Pierce Westwood. So I am a product of the St. Lucie County school system, and a very proud and happy one too. So.
Well, that's terrific. Thank you. I didn't know that, actually.
That's okay. I can't give it all away. You know, we got to have some secrets.
Oh, so you're local, okay? And tell me how you got into the pool business.
So I went to school to be a doctor. I actually went to Westwood. I was bused from Becker Road all the way to Westwood for the HOSA program. Back then it was Health Occupation Students of America. Okay. So I went there and went to college, and really wasn't for me. My father was a master plumber up in New York City, New Jersey, so I was sweating pipe and setting plumbing since I was 8 years old, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and working really hard with him during the summers. And that really gave me my work ethic. And I truly love what I do in the design aspect of it. And I got an opportunity with Art Allen, who is the founder of A&G Concrete Pools. And Art gave a 21-year-old an opportunity, and that's when I started with the company going on 24 years ago.
Wow, that's you know, Art's a great person.
Amazing. I feel extremely blessed and privileged to have worked and been mentored by him and under him, and to be afforded the opportunity to take the company to the next level, which is what we're doing now.
So you've been with the company for
24 years.
24 years,
yeah.
And you worked your way up.
So I started as a sales guy.
Okay.
Back then it was just a sales guy.
Okay.
Now we're professional designers and moving on up in the world on that one. But I started with the company designing and selling, and in 2009 Art provided me an opportunity to be a partner. And he called me his exit strategy.
Oh, okay, and, yes.
If you remember back in 2009, 10, 11, and 12, that's when the Great Recession hit.
Correct.
So the company was not exactly where we had envisioned it. So we altered our plans, altered our trajectory, and decided to go ahead and keep our partnership for about another 10 years after that. And then Art retired happily March of 2023. So it's been almost a year since he's retired, and traveling and loving life with him and Sandy, and he's still doing amazing philanthropic things in the community, and we're happy that this community is very blessed to have both of them here.
Yeah, that's a great story, and he's a great person. So you're at the shop now, and I sense that it's all about your team and your product.
You hit the nail on the head when you said it looks like an art gallery. Because it's not just a hole in the ground with some water in it anymore. They're true pieces of art. We have an extremely talented group of 98 full-time employees. So every aspect of that swimming pool is built by an A&G Concrete Pools employee.
Okay. Every aspect.
Every aspect.
So you don't do any outsourcing.
We do not subcontract anything. The gunite shell, which is pneumatically blown concrete, so the actual concrete shell, we utilize a subcontractor to install that. But every aspect of that swimming pool build is done by our employees. It allows us to have control.
Right.
It allows us to have detail. It allows us to control the timeline more than anything.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. Now your pools are very unique. I mean, they're actually. I mean, I wouldn't use the word state of the art. They're forward thinking.
Hey, well, our company slogan is simple to sensational, and that's been that way for 37 years since Art started the company. And we're going to continue that. Technology has allowed us to do amazing things in the construction industry. We have full 3D scaling now on computer modeling, so the consumer can come in and see what their product is going to look like before we ever put a shovel on the ground. And that allows everyone to visualize and see and make changes if they don't see something that they like. And that has been extremely impactful in our business.
Now, where is your market reach now? It's pretty good, right? I mean,
so for this, we handle for commercial. So we do a lot of Marriott's, Hilton Garden Inns, a lot of your commercial work, your resort swimming pools,
I didn't know that.
clubhouse
Okay.
pools. We do that as well. So that's about 15 to 20% of our business. That we do statewide.
Okay.
We have developed relationships with general contractors throughout the 37 years being in business that wherever they go, we go. Residential, about Delray Beach is about as far south as we can handle, and about Melbourne. We do a lot of stuff out in Okeechobee, believe it or not. As the growth in this county continues and the growth out west continues, we've seen an opportunity for us to go out there, and we're starting to do a little bit more work out there as well.
Yeah, I've heard numbers. There's like probably 35,000 new homes that we built in the next several years around here.
Yeah, it's we're blessed to be in a position to do what we're doing. That's why we built a new facility off Glades Cutoff Road. We have an 18,000 square foot warehouse on 5.33 acres. That truly has allowed us the opportunity to grow along with the community that's growing as well.
And you likely hire local labor, right?
Try to, absolutely.
Yeah.
Part of the Boys and Girls Club. My wife's on the board, huge supporter of the Boys and Girls
Right.
Club as I am with the Education Foundation. And it's great to be able to see a talent that's local, grab that talent. And they take great pride in what they do because they've grown up with us.
Yeah.
They've grown up with us in the area and everything that we're doing. And then for them to be able to go ahead and put on the A&G brand, they take great pride in it.
So is there a future Travis Leonard working for you? Are you always looking?
I'm always looking. There is no doubt about that. Eyes are always open, but we'll see. Not there yet. I'm having way too much fun having it by myself now. So.
For sure. Well, that's a terrific success story. It really is. And the foundation operates on what I call friends of the foundation level. We have a group of individuals that have been loyal to the foundation for many, many years. And what I've been trying to do is build the capacity of the foundation, and also by virtue of that, reaching out to more supporters. And it's easy to get a transactional support. Someone will give you a check, But what's harder to do, and I want to say this very personally, that you are a friend of the foundation because your heart is with us. It's not always about the money, It helps, right?
Yeah, my money's never been turned down, but I understand where you're going. And you're right. I'm very close with a lot of other business owners in the community, and we always have these conversations. It's easy to write the check.
Yeah.
Get involved. Be part of the community. Be part of the organization that you're writing that check to, because that's where you can truly make an impact.
Absolutely. And you really helped us out on our annual dinner. We have a dinner every year. It's our biggest fundraiser. And back in the day, and the annual gala, and it's still a gala, right?
Sure.
And for a while they were out of favor because the economy had gone down and all that. But when I came into the foundation 9 years ago, I said, you know what? Many people have left that theme. We're going to stay with it because there's less competition now.
True.
And so we stayed with it. And and I can just give some numbers. In the early days, in the early 2000s, the foundation was making about $100,000 per event, which was a good number back then.
It's a great number back then.
Great number. Sure. Then it fell down to about 15,000. No fault of anyone. The economy went down, and so we stayed with it. And I invited you and your wife to be a part of it. And Travis, for the second year, was really helpful in raising funds and bringing people in. And this year, our last event, we broke $100,000.
Awesome.
And to your effort, I mean, Travis was terrific. Okay, with the ask, and the ask is tough, because we pause a little bit and we go out there and we're asking people to literally, make a donation on the spot.
Sure.
And so you raised over $30,000 just in that one night. So thank you very much.
It was a pleasure to do it. It was nice knowing that I was going to be the auctioneer this year as opposed to the year before.
Oh, that's right.
Where I get a tap on the shoulder by Michelle and going, hey, the auctioneer didn't show. Do you mind being the auctioneer? And I've been to enough of these, so
you did
I had a lot
job.
of fun with it. It's interesting because since then, we came back this year for the foundation, as you were saying, and then I got asked to be the auctioneer at the AE Bacchus event that we just did.
Right.
It is nice to have developed relationships in this community with community members and fellow supporters. and other business owners, that when you grab the mic, you just lean on them, and it's a fun thing to do. As I'm sure payback's coming. There's no doubt about that. It's definitely going to be coming back. But no, it's an amazing event. I think we had it at Harper Ridge the last couple of years.
We did, yeah.
You and your team do a really, really great job. We go to a lot of these events. Phenomenal to bring the Teacher of the Year, to bring the teachers that are nominated to it. My sister's also a teacher over at Wilmot Point Elementary. She's an elementary school teacher. And the teachers to see them in a social setting, and for them to just have a smile on their face, relax, kick back, and for us as business owners and as parents to say thank you, and to provide that back to the teachers through an event like this. Happy to do it and looking forward to next year.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I actually always try to sit with the teachers, okay?
Sure.
And
they're the workhorses. They're the ones. Don't let John Prince fool you. I mean, he works hard now. But those are the ones that are in touching the children and impacting each and every day and providing their energy and their support and their dollars to make those kids in our community better.
You know, and that's the essence of the foundation. What we try to do is we help both the teachers and the students. And ultimately, what we want are students to graduate work ready or career focused, and we do that really by helping students academically and helping the teachers, teach the students better, and we're blessed in this county to have a lot of wonderful organizations. But what I decided several years ago is that as a foundation, we're kind of unique. Well, we are unique in that we're the direct support organization for the district. We're the 501c3. So we were formed by the school board, and so we are embedded here at the school district office. So I said, you know what? Our mission is inside the house, if you will. Yep. And our mission is to really make sure or help support the children in their academic achievements.
Absolutely.
And that's been our mission. And now what we're trying to do is, we work with the Office of Teaching and Learning every day. And now we're at the point where we're bringing ideas to them, and they're going, "Oh, I haven't thought about that." So now we're helping build those programs. Let me give you a couple of examples that just came up.
Yeah, please.
We're building an outdoor science classroom on an island in the Indian River Lagoon.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, we just signed a contract with the state. It's Spoil Island number 8. Okay.
So that's what you were doing up in Tallahassee when I ran into you. All right, well, that makes sense.
I was walking the halls getting money. Okay.
Fantastic.
The same as you for the Boys and Girls Club, which, by the way, is a great partner with the foundation. And, Will is a friend of ours. He's a terrific leader.
Well, it takes a village, as we talked about before. And as long as all the organizations are aligned for the right reasons, and I firmly believe that most are, look at what we're able to accomplish. Look what you're able to accomplish. Look what the county's able to accomplish over the last 10 years since you've taken on this role. I think it's been exponentially better.
Well, thank you. One of the things that we also did, the reason why I was walking the halls of Tallahassee, is that we received a grant for $100,000 from the state. And what they said that what they wanted to do was help the students with their mental health well-being, their character. And also it had a component, they said they wanted us to reach out to the community. Mm-hmm. So the first organization that came to my mind was the Boys and Girls Club, because they're so impactful. I called up Will. I said, Will, I'd like you to help out. I can fund a part of that. And he said, absolutely, So we partnered together. So what we're doing today is we have counselors that actually knock on the doors of our students' homes and try to meet the parents to help them learn skills to tutor their children better, to parent them better. Right. In terms of the academic side. We're not talking about their personal life. And it's working, okay? And Will had created a similar program himself for a summer program, and he duplicated this as part of the overall grant.
That's
so
great.
It was a real partnership, So that's another example of things that we're doing. We're also working on scholarships. We've been working on that for a number of years. We just partnered with the Florida Prepaid Scholarship Foundation.
Great.
They now offer if we get a donation of $1,000 from the public, they will match that.
They'll match a grant up to?
They'll match it 3 to 1. So every $1,000, they'll put $3,000.
So exponential.
Yeah, exponential. And the money will go towards a student that has a minimum of 2.5 grade point average, who doesn't know what to do. It's sort of like a final effort by the foundation to provide a scholarship to go either to college or a trade school.
Great.
Okay, I mean, what a great resource we have at IRSC, right?
That's been an amazing partnership, and I think what you're seeing is the transition from everyone has to go to college and get a degree in order to be successful to no, you don't.
That's exactly right.
You can be extremely successful working in a trade. You can be extremely successful working with your hands. I've got employees that are making over 6 figures
Absolutely,
out in the field working with their hands, and they get to see the progress that they do each and every day.
Right.
And they're not coming out of college with $300,000 in debt, being burdened by that. But it is interesting. I'm going to go back on the Education Foundation. There are so many things that you guys do that nobody really knows.
Yeah, I know.
And I think it was my ignorance years ago when you came into the office, before we ever had an opportunity to meet. You have this preconceived notion that it's just the maybe the lobbying arm or the funding arm of the stopgap
Right.
in the school system from the county tax dollars and the state tax dollars. You're a little stopgap, but it's so much greater than what you guys do in the community. And it's great that you guys are doing this, and it's great that you're leading this organization and doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you. It's a labor of love. You know, I put a full career in 30 years in banking. Okay. And if someone had read my palm when I was younger and said that you're going to end your career helping children, I said, no, I'm not a teacher. You know, I can't do that.
It's amazing where God puts us sometimes
Yeah,
in life.
it really
isn't
is. It's really amazing. It's been a great journey, and I've met so many wonderful people along the way, and I really feel now that the foundation is at a point. Now, financially, it's at a point where it's the best it's ever been, okay? And that's not just me, it's a team. But more importantly, you know, we're really working with the school district and the community to really focus ourselves on helping those children graduate work ready and career focused. And we could see the progress that's taken place. You know, the school district itself is doing terrific with the graduation rates. You know, we are truly a destination district now.
We are.
And we're growing into the shoes, okay, because the foundation, I mean, not the foundation, the market has grown so much. And so your organization has scaled up with your wonderful product and your vision, and the foundation is moving along with the district, okay, because now, you know, when people come in, they ask the question, well, what is the school district like? Now there's a great story there.
There is. There not only is a great story, and I want to say, I think St. Lucie County always had that moniker that it wasn't as good as the other surrounding areas and communities. There is so much growth potential here, and I think that the leadership, or I know that the leadership, as a matter of fact, is aware of that and is challenging and championing for that, and is also going ahead and putting the groundwork in now as we grow with the new schools being built.
Absolutely.
As we got coming up with the growth over in tradition, we talked about it, you had 35,000 homes. There's 48,000 approved PUD lots in the city of Port St. Lucie out west of town. Guess what? The school system's got to go ahead and keep up with that.
Right.
The fire district's got to keep up with that.
Sure.
But we have amazing leadership in this community that is working each and every day to go ahead and challenge that and champion for that.
I'll tell you, you know, the best leaders are those that are in the future. Because, you know, I mean, certainly we have to deal with it here and now. But the leaders that have the vision to say, okay, we're going to grow into this. And the district knows that, and how the county is growing. And so they've remodeled the way that they teach the children. And they really remodeled the way that they track the progress of every child, so no child is left behind. And they actually have metrics now. And if a child is starting to fall down a little bit, they get more resources, not less.
They do.
Okay, they sort of pile on in a good way.
Which is a great thing, because in years past, that wasn't the case.
Exactly right. Yeah.
That wasn't the case. And even in my business, we have a 1-year, 3-year, and a 5-year plan. And as things change, we change that 1-year plan. We try to keep that 3 and that 5, but the 5 is a long-term vision. It's a long-term goal. You have to pivot on your 1-year and 3-year, but that 5-year goal is pretty consistent as it looks through that. Where do you want to see, where the growth, how do we do that? The training that we're putting into the youth and their young people that we have coming in. 5 years ago, we didn't have any youth. We didn't have anybody that was in their early 20s that wanted to go ahead and pick up a shovel and learn a trade. We now see that. We're seeing that transition happen in our own community. And that's happening from the Boys and Girls Club, from St. Lucie County, from the trade schools, from IRSE, from the investment into our kids that say, hey, there's an opportunity here to do something great. I would love it if my guys came to me and said, I'm going to start my own company. I'm going to help you do that. Learn a trade, learn a business, and that's how we're going to grow in this community. And I'm really happy to be part of it.
Well, that's terrific. You know, one of the things that we do at the foundation is we actually fund the the students' progress through the career and technical ed programs and help them get certified.
Great.
All right, so we're in the background, if you will, working with those students every
believe
day.
me, I appreciate that, because either you do it or I'm going to do it. I'd much rather
Someone has to do it, right?
Guys,
Someone has to do it.
You guys do it, so sure.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming in. And stay right there, because we've got a few minutes left. I want to tell the audience about a couple of things. First of all, let's look at the future, okay? On March 27th, we're going to hold a Hall of Champions luncheon. And this program started actually 4 years ago. It was part of the dinner. So if you think back just a few years ago.
It was part of the dinner.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
And it got, we got so busy with the dinner now and having so much fun. I said, this is a little more serious, okay? So we kind of broke it out. So this is the first year where we're going to break it out. It's going to be at Tutta Fresco Restaurant. Joey's been terrific with the site and the menu. But this Hall of Champions celebration, we recognize folks that have worked in the community and have either graduated from the school district and have stayed with the local markets, just like you, Travis, or individuals that are leaders and have made an impact on public education. And so that's a celebration that we'll hold on March 27th. We're having a meeting with the board of the foundation next week, and we'll vote on it. And then we'll welcome everyone in for a great lunch. It'll be a quick in and out.
Great.
We're not going to hold folks up. And I hope you will be there. Okay.
I hope so too. I believe I'm a nominee. So
you are
I think,
a nominee. Okay.
I got that email that got through. None of us need a pat on the back. None of us need an award. None of us need that. But it is nice to be recognized.
Well, thank you. And we've recognized just great people over the last few years, and it's a real honor for us to do that. I also wanted to end it with just thanking the folks in the school district that worked on the Night of the Stars. It was our 43rd annual Night of the Stars. That's a celebration of excellence in the school district, its staff. And it culminates in the Teacher of the Year. It also culminates in the School-Related Employee of the Year. And those are state categories. So the state created those. We have that. Almost every ed foundation supports that. But we go even further. We support the Principal of the Year, the Assistant Principal of the Year, the Distinguished Minority Educator of the Year, and the First Year Teacher of the Year. And so what we do, we host the event. We actually raise money, and part of the funding that you gave to the foundation goes towards this celebration. And then we recognize the individuals, and then we actually provide them with a stipend, with a cash. Okay.
Hey, an award and money?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right, there you go.
Now we're talking.
The Teacher of the Year gets $5,000 thanks to Mid-Florida Credit Union.
Yep.
That's a nice check.
Great supporter of the organization.
Oh, they really are. They're a wonderful organization. And they also provide $2,500 to the school-related category. And then we move into the other categories, and the foundation, through the generosity of our benefactors, provides $1,000 each. And now we're at the point we're drilling down, and we're going to be giving recognitions to the finalists, because it boils down to 4 people, and they move off stage if they don't get the award. Yep. But we want to give them a stipend also.
Great.
So that program is doing really well, and I want to thank Dr. Perry, who is the coordinator of that. And I want to thank all of our sponsors. We have a whole litany of sponsors. Just look on our website, and A&G Pools is certainly one of those. So I want to thank everyone for being on, for watching the show. Thank Travis for coming.
Tom, pleasure.
Really
Thank you for
it.
having me. Enjoy the conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you all, and you have a great time.